Hello and greetings to everyone. We are to answer the following exercises for application. Question 1 goes calculate the size of the unknown angle in each of the following. For A, we can see their angles along a straight line. We have A, 2A, 3A. We are going to make use of the fact that angles along a straight line, they always sum up to 180 degrees. Take down solution. Question 1 E. We are going to sum all the angles along that straight line. Take A plus 2A plus 3A and we equate it to 180 degrees. A plus 2A gives us 3A. 3A plus 3A gives us 6A is equal to 180 degrees. Next, for us to get the angle A, we are going to divide all through by the coefficient of A, which is 6. 6A divided by 6 is equal to 180 degrees divided by 6. 6 will strike off 6. This will give us A to be equal to 180 degrees divided by 6 gives us 30 degrees. This is the angle A. Next, we go to B. For us to answer question B, we are going to make use of the fact that the sum of the angles round a point is equal to 360 degrees. That means we are going to take 3A plus 4A plus 150 degrees. Then we equate it to 360 degrees. This will give us 3A plus 4A plus 150 degrees is equal to 360. 3A plus 4A gives us 7A to be equal to, we are going to transfer 150 degrees to the right hand side. This will give us 360 degrees minus 150 degrees. 7A will be equal to 360 degrees minus 150 degrees. It gives us 210 degrees. Next, we are going to divide all through by 7, which is the coefficient of 7A. 210 degrees divided by 7. This will give us A to be equal to 210 degrees divided by 7 gives us 30 degrees. Therefore, the angle A in question B is 30 degrees. We move now to question C. For question C, we are to find the angle E. We are still going to make use of the fact that the sum of the angles around a point is equal to 360 degrees. That means 2A plus 2A plus 5A plus 3A is equal to 360 degrees. 2A plus 2A plus 5A plus 3A is equal to 360 degrees. 2A plus 2A gives us 4A. 4A plus 5A gives us 9A. 9A plus 3A gives us 12A is equal to 360 degrees. Next, we are going to divide all through by 12, which is the coefficient of 12A. Is equal to 360 degrees divided by 12. Then our A will simply be equal to 360 degrees divided by 12. It gives us 30 degrees. You can see for the three questions A, B, and C, the angle A is equal to 30 degrees. We move now to question 2. For question 2, we are to find the angles X, Y, W, and Z. For question A, the angles x and y, they are vertically opposite. That means x is equal to y. Let's write it down. X equal to y, comma, vertically opposite angles. Next, we can easily find the angle x. We are going to make use of the fact that the angle x and the angle 80 degrees, they are angles of a straight line. Along a straight line, that means they sum up to 180 degrees. X plus 80 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then x will be equal to 180 degrees minus 80 degrees. Our x will simply be equal to 100 degrees. X equal to 100 degrees, that means the angle y will be equal to 100 degrees. Since the angles x and y, they are vertically opposite angles. We move now to question B. For question B, we have to find the angles W and Z. The angle W is vertically opposite to the angle 40 degrees. That means they are equal. Write this down. W is equal to 40 degrees, comma, vertically opposite angles. Next, we have to find the angle Z. For us to find the angle Z, we are going to make use of the fact that Z and 40 degrees, the angles along a straight line, that means they sum up to 180 degrees. Take this down. Z plus 40 degrees should be equal to 180 degrees. Then the angle Z will be equal to 180 degrees minus 40 degrees. Then our Z will simply be equal to 140 degrees. We are done with question 2. We move now to question 3. For question 3, you can see the two parallel lines with a transversal. In the diagram above, which angle is A alternate to cure x, x carries the cap, V. This is cure, this is x, this is V. Which angle is alternate to this? Remember, alternate angles, they appear in the form of the letter Z. So this. So the angle which is alternate to cure XV is the angle XVR. These are this position. These two angles here alternate. Question 3. Write this down. The angle XV, V carries the cap, R is alternate to the angle cure XV. Move now to question B. Question B is asking us which angle is corresponding to the angle PXV. X carries the cap, PXV. Corresponding. This is the angle. The angle which is corresponding to this is this angle down here, which is RVU. Write it down. The angle V carries the cap, U is corresponding to the angle PXV. We move now to question C. C is asking us which angle is alternate to the angle This is the angle. The angle which is alternate to this, looking at the diagram very well, you'll see that the angle PXT and the angle VXQ, this angle, they are vertically opposite. That means they are the same. If we take the angle VXQ, this angle, and the angle XVR, this angle, you see that they are alternate. That means they are the same. So for us to get the alternate angle of PXT, this one, it will simply be SVU, this angle down. That's how we get the alternate angle for the angle PXT. Write it down, the angle V carries a cap, U is alternate to the angle PXT. We move now to question Z. Question Z is asking us which angle is co-interior to the angle XVS. XVS, this angle. Remember, co-interior angles, they sum up to 180 degrees. This angle and this angle, they are co-interior. That means the angles QXV and XVS, they are co-interior. Write it down. The angles QXV and XVS are co-interior angles. That means if we take their sum, we are going to obtain 180 degrees. We are done with question 3. We move now to question 4. On question 4I, we have the two parallel lines with a transversal crossing over the two parallel lines. We are to find the angles A, B, E, and F. For us to find the angles A, B, and F, we are going to make use of our knowledge of angles associated with parallel lines. Looking at the diagram, you see that the angles B and 110 degrees, they are vertically opposite angles. That means they are equal. B is equal to 110 degrees. You write by the side, vertically opposite angles. Remember, vertically opposite angles are always equal. Next, we can find the angle E. We are going to make use of the fact that if we take the angle E and 110 degrees, they are straight line angles. That means they sum up to 180 degrees. A plus 110 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. This will give us E to be equal to 180 degrees minus 110 degrees. The angle A will simply be equal to 70 degrees. Next, we have to find the angle E and F. You'll see that the angle 110 degrees and the angle F, they are alternate. This will give us F to be equal to 110 degrees, comma, alternate angles. Next, we have to find the angle E. The angle A and the angle E, they are corresponding angles. That means they are equal. E is equal to A, which is simply equal to 70 degrees, comma, corresponding angles. We have E equal to 70 degrees. Or another way of finding the angle E, we can still make use of the fact that 110 degrees and the angle E, they are co-interior angles. That means they sum up to 180 degrees. We take E plus 110 degrees, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Then the angle E will be equal to 180 degrees minus 110 degrees, and this will give us 70 degrees, which is the same result. We are done with question I. We move now to question 2I. For question 2I, we have to find the angles A, B, and C. For us to find the angles A, B, and C, it's very easy for us to start by finding the angle A. We are going to make use of the fact that angles along a straight line, they sum up to 180. That means 50 degrees plus A plus 30 degrees should be equal to 180 degrees. 50 degrees plus A plus 30 degrees should be equal to 180 degrees. 50 degrees plus 30 degrees gives us 80 degrees plus A is equal to 180 degrees. A will simply be equal to 180 degrees minus 80 degrees. When the 80 degrees crosses to the right, it becomes negative. The angle A will simply be equal to 100 degrees. Knowing the angle A, we can proceed now to find the angles B and C. The angle 50 degrees and the angle B, they are alternate angles. That means B is equal to 50 degrees. B is equal to 50 degrees, comma, alternate angles. Next, we have to find the angle C. For us to find the angle C, we are going to make use of the fact that the angle C and the angle 30 degrees, they are co-interior angles. Or we can still make use of the fact that the angle C, this is an exterior angle and this is a triangle. We know an exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles. Let's first of all start by making use of the fact that C and 30 degrees, they are co-interior. We take C plus 30 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then C will simply be equal to 180 degrees minus 30 degrees, and this will give us 150 degrees. Or the angle C will simply be equal to, we are going to sum the two opposite interior angles of this triangle. That means A plus B. A plus B, which is simply equal to 100 degrees plus 50 degrees, and this gives us 150 degrees, which is the same result. We are done with the exercises for application. If in case you have any questions, feel free to drop your questions at the comment section. Please, if you like the video, share and subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned for our next lesson, which is on polygons.